Hi friends, it's Amanda. Welcome back for more Pink Fresh Studio inspiration. Joining you today for a lovely noteworthy page, and as you can see, all the gorgeous pretty pattern papers for my darling girl's photo, and focusing on the journaling bits today. So I really want to focus on using this particular product from the Noteworthy collection because they are so gorgeous and there's so many opportunities to use them. So I wanted to focus on them today. And starting with the pattern paper right now, and I'm using that as my base today, so that beautiful blue grid paper. And this lovely one, which I'm going to cut into a pennant to sit behind my photograph. So you can see I've gone and done that now. And look, just playing with these journaling tags, because look at them, aren't they fabulous? So this is one of the little pockets, envelopes that you can get to, and I'm going to fill mine with some memorabilia from the day. That reflects my photograph, but then I'm going to tuck my darling girl's photo in alongside there. And then I loved, when I flipped over the reverse of the tags, even though the front is really pretty, the reverse actually really flatters my photograph colors. So I actually wanted to use the backs of these, so using them. And then of course there were more. There's so many cool little journaling bits, tags, notelet cards and things, and that one I toss up using either side. I wasn't sure at first, but you know what, I'm into the B-sides today, so making the most of that one. I love that lovely edging. This little tag says happy thoughts, and I think that it's just really appropriate for my darling girl story in this one. So popping that in and under so you can see the word happy thoughts. And then I've got those two little postage stamps there as well in the corner. And one is of course a beautiful vase of flowers in my coordinating colours. And the other one, that lovely pretty blue, even though it's lovely, it's too much like my background. So I wasn't going to use it until I flip it over and have a look. Oh, what a gorgeous accent colour to cut through all those beautiful pinks and purples. And I love that so much that I decided that that's also going to, feature in my layout. So I went through my die cut ephemera, and I love this little camera piece. That's gorgeous. And then those deeper pops of blue for titling. So I've got the around here tag, and this one amazing. That's going to be my title. And then around here, and you can see that little pops of the deeper blue now really contrast gorgeously with the color scheme that I've gone for today. So that's kind of where I was thinking of going. And then I decided I'd like to cut up some more papers, and that beautiful buffalo plaid I don't end up using. I thought I would, but I didn't. But I did cut this one into another pennant, which I'm going to stick, or sort of, for now, slot in under there. And it really was one of those play with paper kind of days. Like I just hadn't decided what I was going to do. Another one of our journaling bits pockets, and it had that beautiful blue again on the back. So I love the front. That oval pattern is really pretty, that lovely design with the journaling on it. And I thought I'm going to actually save that. I don't want to waste that lovely, because I can fussy cut that out and use it on a layout later. Won't work with today's, even though it's the color scheme, it's an oval shape, and I've got lots of angular, triangular, angular diamond pennant sort of shapes happening, so I want to save that for another day. But I like that little pop of plain solid blue, and again these journaling bits proving very, very versatile for my layout today. So I'm just going to snip that one almost in half, actually it ends up being, and I'll tuck it under so it looks like a full trim of deeper blue paper. And you can see it did tear a little bit when I pulled it apart, but you won't see that on the front side. And of course it'll be glued down, so you definitely won't see it. And look at that. Doesn't that anchor everything beautifully, having that deeper blue? Perfect. So I'm happy with how this is looking. So I'm going to start by gluing this down first, because as I said, when I sat down to do this layout, I actually didn't have a plan in mind. It was really just playing with paper for the joy of paper. And of course, the love of documenting my darling girl story. So having just lots of fun with this one. And who would have thought the journaling bits could be so versatile and you'd get so much from them. So speeding things up so you can just see me gluing things down and how I come to be. I love those pockets. So that one I did actually pop my memorabilia in off camera, so you won't see it there, but it'll be there for her when she goes through her album. Hopefully sometime she'll want to look at it. And I shouldn't say that, she does love her scrapbook. And Yeah, look, I'm loving how that's looking. I'm really, really happy with that. I've added a little bit of pink twine into that other tag so that you can't really tell it's the backing so much now. And I think this is looking really cool. I might need a little bit of foam mounting for things though, because it's starting to get quite flat. And I think it's important that we have that little bit of dimension. So yeah, so particularly where my photo is, because that's the point where I want you to look at first. And all these colors are just starting to look really pretty and melding together just a little bit much. So just adding a little bit of foam tape, and yeah, what a difference that makes. So there we go. Oh, I'm loving how this looks. The colors are gorgeous, aren't they? Noteworthy is such a pretty collection. I can't get enough of it, actually. It's just divine. Really beautiful for my darling girl. So yeah, just adding in these embellishments for now. And then once I've got this all in place, then I'll continue to play, because as I said, I hadn't really thought about what I was doing here, and it was just about playing with all the beautiful things and making the most of this collection. And once I had this all in place, I sort of went, all right, now where am I going? And to be honest, I probably could finish it here and leave it as it is, maybe add some journaling, and that would be it. But of course I couldn't, because there is just so many loveliness in this collection, and I just had to play some more, and I couldn't resist the beautiful florals on this diamond pattern paper. And so I've gone and snipped out a few of them. The florals of course complement the colour scheme perfectly, and the diamond shape really ties in nicely with the pennant cutout as well. I love everything's got points and angles, and I like how this looks, and it's a different way to using this paper. I've seen so many fabulous stitched and mixed media ones, and I've done a few myself, but I wanted to do something different with this paper, and today I feel like I'm really, yeah, making the most of pattern paper and just loving paper again. And you know, it's so beautiful. Why wouldn't we make the most of it? So I'm just going to quickly tape them down, and then you know, I couldn't resist. The journaling bits really are my focus today. And this little pocket is just divine. It says happy memories. And of course, now that with the darker blue accent in my colour scheme, ties in lovely. And of course, it's got a little daily gratitude pocket tag, which I'm going to leave a note for my darling girl afterwards as well. So if she doesn't think to open the memorabilia pocket, this one's really obvious that you just pick it up and slide it out, and I will add in our journaling after for her. But yeah, I think that looks really, really cute. And I'm just going to do some finishing touch stuff now, because I really love how this design is looking. It's really beautiful. Of course, she's looking across from the left to the right, and so of course my design travels that way as well. And look, I just love it. It's gorgeous. So cardstock sticker that says amazing. A few other lovely ones, everyday bliss. Just tying in with things that work beautifully with both the colour scheme and the story. I do like that one because it's a little pennant, but it didn't quite fit. But this one I like better, and yeah, that tucks in lovely over on my photograph. And then I pulled apart the dimensional sticker here because I love the idea of layering the smaller blue camera on top of the pink one. That's pretty. And then using those mixed embellishment enamel dots just to add those little pops of extra colour. And of course, when you look at, it's hard to see on camera here, but on the diamonds with the florals, there are these tiny little dots, and I feel like the enamel dots just flatter that part of the design as well. So even though it's quite an angular design, when you look more closely, you see there are these little spots of colours, so the enamel dots tie in beautifully with that. So yeah, look, that's my layout today. I really hope you've had lots of fun watching me create, particularly with those journaling bits. I think you can see they're just too awesome not to have in your collection and to create with. If you've got questions or comments, please don't hesitate to pop them down below, and I'll do my best to get back to you. Thanks so much for watching, liking, subscribing and all those things, and have yourself a wonderful, happy arty days. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.